This is the Marauders Closed Alpha test. I first heard about this game watching a video from Big Fry TV talking about this game. I think it started off on Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken. And so I watched the video, he made it about it, and it looked pretty intriguing. And then my dad and one of my best friends, Fiddy, told me that the game was available to pre-order, and then if you pre-ordered, you got access to the closed alpha. So we did just that, and the closed alpha is happening right now. And I have to say, this game really is intriguing. The best way I could explain it, it's kind of like if Escape from Tarkov and Sea of Thieves had a baby, kind of, and it made this, basically, it's like an extraction type game where you go with your crew on a ship, and then you dock into different space stations and scrounge for loot or kill AI or other marauders, which is a name that you have. Everybody that's roaming the space looking for stuff are called marauders, and then the people that, well, the AI basically is called raiders, and then you scrounge around for loot. You fight in these pretty somewhat creepy and industrial looking places, so it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic deep space setting with like pretty old weaponry. So you got a lot of weapons that are from like World War II, MP40, SVT40. You also have more recent guns, kind of like the M16, but it's really as if society kind of collapsed towards the Vietnam War and everybody went to space, and now you're scrounging for loot and stuff, and you can fly ships. Literally, you can fly ships. You have space combat between your ship and other ships. There's also AI ships. You can also breach ships. So you have escape pods on the side of your ship, and if you use that escape pod and go towards an enemy ship, be it AI or another player's or team's ship, you can breach the ship and fight inside their ship. And if you end up killing everybody inside the ship, you can then steal that ship and bring it to your ship hangar. And you can play this game by yourself, you can play with people. I usually play with friends because everybody can kind of have a role. So you have one person piloting the ship, one person controlling the cannons, one person being a lookout, and then you can have another person repairing the engine as needed. So it's basically just a fire extinguisher to repair the engine. Again, this is a closed alpha, so it is very, very early builds, but it does run pretty smoothly despite being in an alpha state. And obviously the gunplay is very punishing. Headshots are king. And if you die, well, you lose all the stuff that you had on you. But if you make it out, you put all that stuff in your stash, you can scrap it for materials to build your own stuff. So you can build weapons, armor, bullets, pretty much anything that you can think of. And you can also trade with the traders when they are there. They cycle in and out, so there's only one trade at any given time. Then they cycle in and out, and you can buy different things from them. You can also upgrade your ship, buy better ships, and build those ships. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to in this game, and it is very intriguing having this kind of like space combat, and then you have boots on the grounds, first-person type gameplay where you're scrounging for gear and trying to fight AI. And some of the AI are pretty good, like they are cracked out of their minds. You have to play it very tactically and methodically to not get just destroyed by them. There's surprisingly a lot of AI, and some of the times, at least, well, even most of the time, I'd have to say I couldn't really tell if it was an AI or a player I was shooting at when I started out playing, but now I can kind of tell. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotions when you're playing this. The heart rate is high. You're trying not to get killed, trying to get back to your ship. You can also steal other players' ships when they're docked in the space station. So if you end up killing an enemy player team, you go to the captain's body, you pick up his key card. If you manage to find where that ship is docked, you can just open the airlock and leave with their ship. Easy as that. But navigating the maps can be sometimes difficult, especially because we're all just getting into this game now, so it can be hard to find your way around the map. And you also have the principle of oxygen. So you have 25 minutes of oxygen when you leave in your ship. I'm not sure if you can get it replenished or not, if there's any way to do so. I haven't figured that out yet, and I don't think they said anything about it in the little guide that they give you to learn the game. So it basically is a 25-minute raid, so to speak, and can do whatever you want. You can do mostly the ship combat. You can dock to space stations and go there. There's also missions that you can pick up from the different factions in the game, contracts, and you can fulfill those, and then those give you XP and money that allow you to level up and unlock certain craftable things that you can just craft instead of buying outright. You get materials, you craft your gear So yeah, if you're looking for something completely different and very intriguing, you can pick this game up. It's $27 Canadian for pre-order, and the closed alpha runs until the 9th. I'm definitely curious to see what else they have in store, and if it runs this well in an alpha state, I can't imagine what it's going to look like once we hit full release, but I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. Again, alpha means it's a pretty early build of the game. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this game, Marauders. And yeah, so far I'm having fun with it. So anyways, let me know what you think about the game. Does it look interesting? Not for you? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.